So yeah, we got cut off. I was basically on Jacob Ajayi and him basically removing me from with my grandmother because of the fact of the matter was she was as if she could, it was as if she couldn't handle me because I would run away and she would complain that she couldn't control me anymore. So yeah, I would go when I wind up in foster care. I didn't want to be there, of course, so I would run away from there and run to my mom's house. And when I go to my mom's house, there will be a setup where eventually my mom would call my grandmother would link up with my mom and call the cops to come get me. And I would wind up back in the foster home, or I would run away again. So I grew up with sensitive skin. When I was 4, I had chicken pox, allergic to mosquitoes. And yeah, there was an incident where I was in this foster care and in this foster home in Miami Gardens. And in Miami Gardens, the foster parent would never be home. She would leave us home by ourselves with her son and her son's girlfriend. And with that being said, there was this girl named Lori. She was a big bully, and she would bother me a lot and show envious traits. And she got jealous that, basically she was like probably, I'll say 300 something pounds. I was probably a 120. I was 12 years old at the time. And she kept bothering me. She tried to attack me. And when she tried to attack me, she broke all type of glass, throwing it at me and stuff like that. And I panicked and I picked up the glass and I cut her and gave her 300 stitches. There was homicide on the scene, blood everywhere, and they immediately took me in to questioning in the homicide unit. And me, I was crying and in disbelief because I panicked and blacked out and did what I did. And I actually called my mom before that happened and explained to my mom, hey, I'm being bullied. And she had a friend. Lori got on the phone with the friend and told the friend a couple of things, talking crap, and she'll beat my ass and this and that. And my mom friend, I believe she used to talk to Trick Daddy at the time, I don't know. But either way, she told me, she said, go ahead and beat her ass. And I seen it pending, but I didn't, it was like instigating per se. But it was what it was at the time. She kept bullying me. She didn't let up. And when she attacked me, I protected myself. And I wound up going to juvenile for 8 months. None of the foster carers wanted me because of what happened in that foster home and also with me being a runaway. It followed me. So none of the foster carers wanted me. I wound up going all the way to Wauchula, Florida, in a foster care there. It wasn't even a foster care. It's called FINER, Florida Institute for Neurological Rehabilitation. It's an intense institution for children and adults. Different cases. Some children was there they were crack babies. Some children was there for fighting, murder, rape, just because they were brain injured. The adult side Some was murderers, some was rapists, some was just crack babies, some was in wheelchairs. Family couldn't take care of them anymore. Some was getting fed out of a tube. And this place, mad. Like, they beat you there. They molest you there. I've got spit on there. I've got beaten. Out of the whole 3 years that I did, I found out I was only supposed to do 3 months. I wound up doing 3 years. I was lost in the system. When I found out that, I'll let you know where that led to. But at the same time, my mom only came to see me one time out of the whole 3 years. Every weekend for 3 years straight, my dad came. Brought me Cuban links, brought me anything I wanted. Yeah, it's true. But he wasn't allowed to see me due to rumors of him molesting me when he never touched me. Or my little sister. She was beaten intensively by my grandmother with a hanger until my little sister said yes. And she kept telling my grandmother, no, he did not touch me. It was a rumor. A lying rumor. Okay? I remember it was a crack baby named Miriam. She would get clunked by the head, like this. She was someone's child, believe it or not. She was probably about 9 years old. And she was so sweet. She was a good friend of mine, so I'm not gonna lie. And they would abuse her so bad. They would twist her arm behind her back. And not just her, they would twist my arms behind my back and send me they would beat me in the woods with mosquitoes biting me and hold me for about 30 minutes while mosquitoes bite me. And they know I was allergic. It showed. There was a lot of inappropriateness going on there. A lot of abusive things going on as well. Beating on kids, spitting on them, probably killing them, burying them. I don't know that part, but I really strongly feel like they have covered a lot of stuff up. It's all over the place in the news. It's backed up by the reports by DCF. I don't know if they're still contracted with DCF to do everything they did, but I'm sure they're a big company.